What's up, YouTube? Is black fatigue, aka ghetto fatigue, a real thing? Are black folks really tired of other black folks, ninjas, and how ninjas aren't like regular black folks? Social media says it's a real thing. But when is it going to get better? When it will become not a thing? Because other groups know how to get along. I'm not going to mention them here because I don't want to get shut down by YouTube. So let's just focus on us. You know, us. Other folks that look like us but don't act like us. Allegedly. Check out these clips.
You know, more and more black people are starting to speak up. They're starting to speak up on the community. And I don't blame us because we tired. See, what a lot of people don't understand is that there's a huge difference between regular black folk and ninjas. Let me break it down for you. Ninjas want to stay in their horrible environments. They have no self-respect and no self-control. They go around unaliving, essaying, stealing, robbing. They don't care about each other. They don't take care of their neighborhoods. And they definitely don't take care of themselves. They don't care about their appearance. They outside loud and obnoxious. Bonnets and mink lashes, extremely long fingernails, sagging pants, smelling like an overwhelming odor of marijuana. And of course they the victim. They still complaining about something that happened 400 years ago, way before their time, way before their parents' time, way before their great-grandparents' time, way before their great-great-great-grandparents' time. Need I go on? And then we got regular black folk. We take pride in our community. We are hardworking, ambitious individuals who definitely want to be segregated from all
Black
that
fatigue or ghetto fatigue is a real thing, and no one's staying silent about it any longer. No nationality wants to be involved or bothered by this loud, obnoxious group of people. No one, not even hardworking black Americans. I mean, I'm telling no lies here. Everywhere that group of people go, chaos follows. And no matter where you go, they're there. You can't go on a cruise ship because they done ghettoed it out. Have you seen the Carnival cruise ships? It looks like a fucking barbecue. And if you haven't noticed, it's always the same group of people. You know, loud, bonnets, pajamas, big ass eyelashes that flutter. You know, the EBT crowd. I mean, it's gotten so bad that you won't catch me at a Juicy Crab or a Cheesecake Factory, or even a McDonald's for that matter, because they turn those places into shooting galleries whenever someone that looks like them look at them wrong. They have mastered the victim card. Everyone's against them. There's oppression.
Black fatigue. This video might make you uncomfortable, but it needs to be made. There's a growing sentiment, most recently, of individuals who are proclaiming they do have black fatigue. And you don't have to be a non-black person to have black fatigue. What does that phrase actually mean? Essentially, black fatigue is a growing weariness of the actions of the quote-unquote black community. But it goes deeper than that, because we are in 2025 now, and we are being judged based on the content of our character and not the color of our skin. But the interesting part is, the lie that's been sold to the black community in particular is that the color of our skin dictates the content of our character. That's why in the black community, sometimes you'll hear people say, oh, you are acting white, when they're talking to someone like myself who doesn't act the way most people would expect a conventional black person to act. In their minds, there is a correct way to act black. And the people in your ethnic group who fulfill those very negative stereotypes, those are the ones who are going to essentially drag down the collective whole. And that's why there's individuals who are black who do and can have black fatigue, because they see how damaging it is to see the worst of us attract all this negative attention that then unfortunately gets ascribed to the entire race all too often. But what's unfortunate is here in 2025, now we have to contend with the fact that there's people who are so sick and tired of seeing those negative aspects, those negative individuals in the black community attracting all this attention. That's what is spurring this black fatigue. I think it's something that needs to be talked about. And until we turn inward and address the issues in our own communities, I fear that this is only going to continue and get worse. And that's exactly what the powers that be want. They want to have us against each other instead of us against those who are really pulling the strings in the background.
Okay, guys, you saw the clips. You heard from a lot of different people who really believe that it's a fatigue, black fatigue, or ghetto fatigue. Now, I don't really like the word black because black is everybody of color. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really like the word. I would prefer ghetto fatigue over, because it just says that the entire race of people is the cause of others feeling the way they feel about not wanting to be around their own people. Now, I do agree that based on the news and even social media, our people can kind of tend to not be liked much. Not even by just people outside the race, but by their own race. And that's a problem, because so many people fought for us to be able to have all these freedoms and liberties that we should be better than, well, maybe I shouldn't say that, but a lot better than what the perception is out there about how others feel. And if it's a problem, well, I think we need to look inward, look in the mirror and look at who we are as a people and say, we can be better, we can do better, and we are great people. But that's not the perception from us and others that's outside of the race. And that's what they tend to feel. But only we can change that. Guys, as always, thanks for the pull-up. There's nothing wrong with who we are. And let's change the narrative on this fatigue thing. Ghetto fatigue, black fatigue, whatever you want to call it. It's time to change the narrative. Okay? That's all I got today. You leave a comment. What's your thoughts? Is the black fatigue, ghetto fatigue a real thing or not? And what is it going to take to change it? And as always, thanks for the pull-up. Hit that subscribe button. Until the next time, let's talk with Corey. Let's talk with Corey out.